Hi, my name is Muzammil Malik and this is the coding part of my data-driven application. I chose the MovieDB API to create a movie finder application. As you can see in the start, I have created the main window and gave it a title and a size. The root.configure code helps me put the color in the background of my window. Below I added the API key that helps my application fetch all the information from the TMDB website. The genre and genre mapping is the command for fetching the genres, and genre mapping helps the genres to match the IDs. Meanwhile, this variable that is named as characters stores the actor's name from the website. The function def fetch genres is the function for fetching genres. I gave the URL as well so that it can fetch it more accurately. Params is a dictionary and that stores parameters. So in this case, it's the API key that I have provided in my code. These three lines of code over here are all related to genres. Firstly, it makes sure that the genres exist. Then it extracts the genres and make a list of it at the end, and then it matches the IDs of the genre in a dictionary. If a response is missing, then a message box appears, and this is the message box that will appear in the user screen: failed to fetch genres from TMDB. In this part of the code, the same process is repeating. The only difference is that the command is taking data for the actors. That's it. Everything else is the same as the code provided above. So above this code, it's fetching genres from the website, and over here is just fetching the actor's name from the website. And now the def fetch data is the command that displays the output depending on what the user searches. A query is given that makes sure it always have a value in it for the search to actually happen, or else once again the error message box appear. Now the fetch by genre command here is doing the exact same process as fetch data, and this time the command is making sure that if any genre is searched, then it shows the result according to the genre the user chose. Once again, the same process is executed over here, but this time is for actors. Now these 4 lines below over here, these set of codes, make sure that the back button is working and the overlay frame is hidden so that the window is visible. This, in the end, as you can see, this is root.tkrage. This makes sure that my main window is at the very front once the user uses my application. Then the def display movies is the command to display the movies in its specific frame. I used threading over here so that it improves the app's performance. This whole part of the code is the main function to show movie details over here. When a user clicks any movie card, then that movie appears on a screen in a bigger size, providing the plot of the movie as well as the release date and the rating of it. And here is the label for the plot of the movie. This set of code is how the plot of the movie appears in the user screen. Below I have named this variable as release label. So this shows the release date of the specific movie, whichever the movie card the user has chosen, and then the rating label is obviously for the rating of that movie. Now this def function, create movie card, is where the creating of card happens. Because of this set of code lines, all the movies are structured in a card frame layout side by side to each other. And then the configure scroll bar, this is for the navigation of my application. So if there are so many movies, then the user can navigate through my application using a scroll bar, obviously. And now in the main window, a trailer is played on loop. I use the CV2 Python library to make this possible. Then I resize the frame of it so that it fits the window. I even, as I gave the video path over here to the trailer, that is being played on loop. Then below I added the threading over here as well for better run time, and for so that it doesn't lag, because when I did not add threading, I noticed that my app was lagging a lot. Like it would take a lot of time to process, and when a user would search, it would take a lot of time. So I added threading over here as well for better performance. And then I created canvas over here for the overlay frame and for the scroll bar to be on top, so that the navigation will be more easier. Now this header frame over here is one of the main part in my application. This is where all the main functioning buttons are located. I created the header frame and then made the label, which was my application name. This code over here, this set of code, is my label for the application name that I named it as Movie Finder. Beside that, I created a string var to store genres, and then a drop down list for the user to select the genres. This genre underscore drop down is the string var I used for the user to select any genre. And then way below that is the button for the user to actually search by genre. So once a user selects any genre from the drop down list, for example action, adventure, family, horror, anything, then he clicks search by genre button, and then it will show all the movies related to that specific genre. Then I use the same code for creating the actors drop down list using string var for storing the actor's name, and just below that is the button for search by actor as well. So for example Tom Cruise, Young Me, Sabrina Carpenter, or any actor or actresses, the user can select an actor name and then search by the button, and all the movies that specific actor was in or featured in will appear on the user screen. Now this is the function to handle the focus of the value, focus in and focus out, or this whole set of code for entering movie name. So by default in the search bar, this text will be written enter movie name. So once a user clicks the search bar, then this automatically goes, and then it's empty for the user to actually search any movie name that he wants to. Now this set of code is below over here, from the back button to the search button. This is the creation of the search and back button for users to navigate through the application. And lastly, these set of codes are fetching the genres and actors dynamically before the start of the application. So over here, fetch actors and fetch genres. So this is how the genres and the actors is dynamically being fetched from the website through the API key into my application for it to appear once the user uses it. And then lastly, obviously, for all this application to work, the main command is root.mainloop. So this is how, and this was the coding that I used to create my application. Thank you so much for listening.